uniforms, blue jerseys, white numerals with black trimming, white pants. Lynn Camp, white uniforms. They have a black numeral with orange trimming around it. Both teams 9-2. The winner of this one here tonight will get the winner of Pikeville and Somerset. That game also set to get underway at 7:30. That one being played at Somerset tonight.
That'll be another good one. Somerset's supposed to have a real good football team.
Yes. As it will be Jimmy Chafin to tee it up on the 40 to get this game underway. Daniel Pugh back deep. Stuart Lips off to his right side. T.J. Freno to Pugh's left side. And this one is underway. End over end to the near side. Stuart Lips from the 10. Down the right sideline, stopped at the 20. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
They're going to give it to them on the 21, maybe.
So the Tigers with the football to open this one up. They'll move from left to right here in the first quarter. Daniel Pugh has the play, steps into the huddle. Relays it, and the Tigers out of the huddle. Kevin Williams wide out to the right. Andrew Brown left. He is joined by Van Hoos. They're in the eye behind Pugh. That's Wes Ward and T.J. Freno. Quick count, Pugh straight back, looking to throw. Out in the flats, left side, incomplete. Missed J.D. Van Hoos. So that makes it 2nd and 10.
Tigers coming out, throwing the football here.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers. Tigers 9-2 on the season. Last week beating Everett 71-40. Last week it was Lynn Camp beating Hazard 38-20. They're 9-2. Same set in the backfield. The eye. Option left. Pugh cuts it up. Slips a couple and dropped at the 25. That'll be a gain of 4 for Daniel. That'll make it 3rd and 6 to the 25-yard line.
Lynn Camp, that time after they got hit and knocked down, their defense was getting right back up and able to make the stop. So not staying down after they get hit.
Tigers back out of the huddle. They send 3 to the left this time, 1 to the right. Shotgun for Pugh. Ward is blocking back off to his left side. It's 3rd and 6. Pugh looking left. He gets off the pass. Freno has it. Freno spins. Freno has the 1st down as he's out around the 34-yard line. Marking down back on the 33, a gain of 8. They needed 6. It's 1st down and 10. So the Tigers quickly back out of the huddle. Van Hoos splits out to the left side. Freno to the right. No, that's Lips to the right. Eye again. Pugh option right. Pugh cuts it up. Pugh to the 40, makes a move, and finally taken down from behind on the stop for Lynn Camp, Josh Reynolds. Pugh is out close to the 45-yard line, which will be another 1st down.
He got about 4 yards probably after the real nice move there and was able to get the 1st down with that.
1st down and 10 for the Paintsville Tigers from their own 45. Trips out to the left, one out to the right again. Pugh in the shotgun again. Pugh on the quarterback draw up the middle. Daniel across midfield into Wildcat territory to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Daniel with 3 good runs already in this football game.
We've played 2 minutes in this one. The Tigers have it. 2nd down and 1 from the Wildcat 46-yard line. Tigers back out of the huddle. Football near side hash mark. Stuart Lips wide out to the short side, the left side. Van Hoos out again, the other side. Straight ahead, dive play, Wes Ward. He should have the 1st down if they're going to mark him right there on the 45. It's really according to the spot. The stick across the way short of the 45. And that's a first down. First down number 3 for the Tigers in the opening drive.
We see the Tigers do that a lot when they just need 1 or 2 yards. Just give it to Big Wes, and he's usually good enough to get them the first down when they need it.
2 out to each side. Shotgun again for Pugh. First and 10 from the Wildcat 45. Pugh rose to the left, looking for a receiver in the flats. Freno brings it in with one hand and then is taken out of bounds around the 38-yard line.
Nice catch there, stretching out there, bringing it in to him.
They're going to mark Freno down on the 38. Gain of 7, second down and 3 now for the Tigers. From the Lynn Camp 38-yard line.
Tigers just steadily moving the football down the field right now.
They've had it for 2 minutes and 40 seconds so far. 2 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Pugh under center this time. The I formation behind him. Pitch play to Freno, right side. Spin, still going. Freno taken down around the 35-yard line. Freno hit around the line of scrimmage. He spun and went forward and picked up some yardage. To the 36. He'll get 2 of the 3 they need. So it'll be 3rd and 1. As Brian said, the Tigers just moving the football down the field. 3rd and 1 from the Wildcat 36. Same set, 2 out to each side. Shotgun for Pugh this time. Pugh leaves it with Ward. He's got the first down and more. Big hole up the middle for Wes Ward. He found it, he hit it, and he's down to the 24. Another first down.
Well, you know, they really sold it, the pass play that time to the defense. Lynn Camp spread it out. They didn't even have anybody up over the center. And as soon as that ball was handed off to him, went straight up the middle with it.
Gain of 12 for Wes Ward on the carry, down to the Lynn Camp 24. 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Daniel still in the shotgun. Ward is blocking back left. There's the snap. Daniel Rose left, looking. Comes back to the right side. Pugh looks, and he gets it off down the field. It's incomplete. Intended for Kevin Williams. Daniel in trouble and got rid of it and made an opportunity for Williams, and it was behind him.
Just wasn't able to bring that one in.
Really had 2 receivers there in the same area trying to be covered by one man. Throw a little bit behind Kevin. He tried to come back and get it, just couldn't do it.
It's hard to bend your body that way.
8 minutes, 12 seconds to go, first quarter, opening drive of the game. The Tigers have it, 2nd and 10 from the Lynn Camp 24. Wideouts to each side. Ward, the lone back behind Pugh. Pugh straight back. Rose left, looking, going across the middle for Kevin Williams. Incomplete. Around the 10-yard line. So the Tigers now will be 3rd down and 10 from the Lynn Camp 24-yard line.
Really the first long situation deep in the downs that we've seen the Tigers in this game.
8 minutes, 6 seconds to go. First quarter opening drive. Tigers 3rd down and 10 from the Lynn Camp 24. Tigers out of the huddle. Andrew Brown wide out to the right, Lips to the left. Pugh under center this time. Ward the lone back behind him. And the Tigers jump off sides. That'll move it back 5. It's now 3rd and 15. Back to the 29-yard line.
Not a good time for that first penalty.
And one of those penalties is pretty obvious.
Yeah, there's not much you can argue about in that one.
So now it's 3rd down and 15 for the Tigers from the 29. Brown out to the short side, the right side. Lips out to the left side. Same set, Pugh under center. Ward the lone back behind him. There's the snap, Pugh straight back. Looking for a receiver. It's completed to Freno. Freno to the 10, 5, touchdown!
Tigers got the play that they wanted right there. Just cut across the middle, and Pugh led him nicely with the pass that time and able to get it into the end zone.
Nice.
7:58. Pugh to Freno, picking right up where they left off last week.
You know, the Tigers just worked the football down the field and a lot of 8, 9, 10-yard plays and got them into the end zone.
That's what they're supposed to do, and they did a great job.
Jeff Collett to attempt the point after. Pugh to hold. The kick is on its way, and it's no good, off to the right side. 7 minutes, 58 seconds to go. First quarter. It's Paintsville 6, Lynn Camp nothing. Drive by the Tiger offense to start this football game. 79 yards, 12 plays, 4 minutes, 2 seconds.
You know, whenever you can move the football like that and take a lot of time off the clock as an offense, that's one of the things that you like to do, because you want to keep their defense out there as much as you can. And, you know, the Tigers really, they most of their plays were pretty effective out there in that first half.
Roscoff and Jimmy Chafin back deep for the Wildcats. As Stuart Lips tees it up on the 40. Paintsville, again, 79 yards, 12 plays, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Topped off with a Daniel Pugh to TJ Freno pass, 29 yards.
And that one coming on 3rd and 15, so pretty big play.
So as Leps gets it teed up on the 40, awaiting the go-ahead from the official. Low kick, line drive over the head of Chafin into the end zone.
You know, they creeped in a little bit to about the 15-yard line. They started out around the 10 and were creeping in, and then he just kicked it right over them.
They obviously haven't seen Stuart Lips kick.
No, they hadn't.
And that not one of his better kicks.
No, that was it was a low one, like you said, and you know, we've seen him put them in the end zone and have some hang time on them and get them out of there. So.
Nick Scaff is the quarterback. In the backfield behind him is Josh Reynolds. Also back there is Rodney Smith. Wideouts, one to each side. Man in motion now is Chafin. The give is to his tailback. He's into the secondary, down to the 30. And that's Josh Reynolds. So Reynolds, quick 10 yards, and that should be a first down, so they're going to mark it across the 30. And it is a first down for Lynn Camp. To the 31, a gain of 11 for Reynolds. And the Wildcats back out of the huddle again. Scaff brings them up. Wide out to the left. They're in the I formation this time. And there is Chafin's on the reverse side to the right side. Swallowed up by Andrew Brown.
Andrew did a nice job on that one, all over it, really didn't bite over on the fake and leave his side, stayed right home and brought him down.
Loss of 5, that makes it 2nd and 15, back to the 26. Andrew, a big game defensively against Pikeville a couple weeks ago, did not play last week, and he's right back where he left off against Pikeville. One out to each side again for the Wildcats. Scaff, he under center. Long count. He wants to throw down the sideline for Chafin. Right side, incomplete. And Stuart Lips right there every step with him.
And really, Chafin outran the pass that time. It was a lot of air under it there, and he was just kept on going down the sideline and outran the football.
6 minutes, 54 seconds to go, first quarter. Paintsville leading 6-0. Tigers going 79 yards, 12 plays on the opening possession. Lynn Camp now faced at 3rd and 15 from their own 26. Wide out again to the right side. There in the eye again. Long count again by Scaff. He gives it off to Chafin. Chafin looking for a hole, lowers his head. He's close to the 35. Going to mark him just shy of. Be a gain of 9, and it's 4th and 6. So Daniel Pugh back deep with TJ Freno. Jimmy Chafin to punt from around his own 23.
Big stop for the Tiger defense.
Good snap, gets it off, good punt. Pugh's going to let it bounce around the 22, and it will be down to around the 18.
Tremendous punt.
You know, that's a big defensive stand by the Tigers right there. Their offense, they go down, march it down the field and score. Then the defense Lynn Camp 3 plays and out. Now the Tigers offense has it back in their possession again.
Well, you know, like you noted on that touchdown drive, it took over 4 minutes, and this time they've only had the football about a minute and a half themselves. So the defense did a nice job getting the offense back out there.
1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 18. Wide outs to each side. Pugh's under center. Ward's alone back behind him again. Option to the right side. Pugh trying to get it outside. Really nowhere to go. Got a block by Williams, rather Ward, that probably got Daniel what he got. As West was out there in front of him and took one out, and that probably allowed Daniel to pick up what he did.
Well, you know, and West was he was running back there as the option man, and then he saw he wasn't going to get the football, ran up and blocked for him.
Pugh out to the 29, a gain of 11. It'll be 1st down and 10. 6 minutes, 5 seconds to play. First quarter, 6-0 Paintsville. Pugh back to the shotgun, blocking back on each side this time. 2 out to the left, 1 out to the right. There's the snap. Pugh straight back, looking for a receiver. Gets it off left side, wide open. Vanu's dropped it. He was wide open. A man was about 5 yards, was his closest defender. It was right in the hands, and it popped out.
Best bounced away from him there, almost like he was going to take off and go with it before he had a hold of it.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Tigers from their own 29. Tigers back out of the huddle, up to the football. 2 out to the short side, the right side. Kevin Williams out to the left by himself. Back to the eye behind Pugh. Quick count. The give is to Freno up the middle. Freno shakes one, 35, 40. 45 to the 50. Freno still going and finally taken out of bounds around the 30 of Lynn Camp. They're going to mark him out on the 31.
Nice run there, and you know, he got a real nice block after he probably made about 10 yards from Kevin Williams to set him free to let him get the big gain out of it.
So down to the Lynn Camp 31. 1st down and 10 now for the Tigers. The Tiger offense continuing to roll here early in the game. 6-0 Paintsville. Tigers have it. 1st and 10 from the Lynn Camp 31. Shotgun for Pugh. Pugh looking right. Rose that way now. Looking. He's going to get it off, and it's incomplete. Short hopped. And they're going to give it to him.
Oh.
And I don't know. They may be looking to see if Daniel was across the line of scrimmage. He was way down there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. That's what they're going to call, which was probably a good call because he was way down there. Plus, I thought the pass.
I did too. I thought it
was
skipped
short.
in.
I did too.
I mean, and we have a pretty good angle on it from right here, and it looked like it skipped right in there. But you know, the Tigers will take a reception when they'll give them one, but of course they're going to get it for being ahead of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I knew that Daniel had run a long way before he threw it. Going to mark it off 5 yards back to the 33. Second penalty in the game, both against Paintsville. Actually ends up being a 2-yard penalty. 2nd and 12 back to the 33 after marking it off from the spot. 3 left. 1 out to the right, shotgun. Pugh Rose left. Pugh steps up, gets away, gets it off. Kevin Williams has it at the 16-yard line.
Daniel that time running away from the pressure and was still able to get that pass off and get a nice hard pass over to Kevin Williams.
That's 1st down number 7 in the first quarter for the Tigers. Down to the Lynn Camp 16. Again, Kevin Williams out to the right by himself, trips out to the left. Shotgun for Pugh. 4:35 to go, first quarter, 6-0 Paintsville. Pugh, Rose left. Wes Ward in front of him. Pugh's going to take it and run. Pugh down the sideline. Touchdown. Daniel Pugh, a 16-yarder.
The Tigers in the offense, with that offense, are in the end zone again. And missing that first extra point attempt. This time, Tigers going to line it up and try to go for 2.
16-yard run by Daniel Pugh makes it 12-0. That drive covering 82 yards. And the Tigers set up the football on the far side hash mark. Trips out to the right, one to the short side, the left side. Pugh out of the shotgun. There's the snap. Pugh rose to the right. Looking for a hole. Daniel's going to take it and run, and he lowers his head, fights again, and he's in.
And he got hit, and they almost stopped him about to one, but he was able to stay with it and get on in there.
4:23 to go, first quarter. It's Paintsville 14, Lynn Camp nothing. Top of the Wildcats of Lynn Camp. Tiger offenses look sharp here in this first quarter. Tiger defense, they've looked sharp also. 3 plays, all that Lynn Camp has run offensively so far.
Yeah, well, you know, the Tigers, they did pick up that 1 first down, so they got to run 4 plays. They ran it 10 yards or 11 yards the first carry, but, you know, since that 1 play, Tigers have gone for a loss most of the time out there, so just doing a good job moving the football and stopping the football.
Jimmy Chafin and Joe Roscoff back deep again for Lynn Camp. They'll move inside the 5 this time.
Yeah, yeah, they're going to – they paid a little attention last time.
Stuart Lips waiting to go ahead again. It's a kick fielded at the 2. That's Chafin to the 10, dancing around, nothing but blue, and he is taken down.
Casey Brown.
Casey Brown on the stop for Paintsville. Chafin fielded it, looked up, nothing but 4 blue shirts coming at him.
He had to go up in the air a little bit and get that, and when he came down, the Tigers right on top of him. And, you know, that Tiger defense is now, they've got the offense pushed back there a little bit, so they can work on them again.
First down and 10 for Lynn Camp from their own 13-yard line. 4:18 to go first quarter, 14-0 Paintsville. Wide out is to the right side, I formation behind Scaff. Scaff leaves it with Roscoff. Andrew Brown hits him, he gets away, and then Sublick comes up to clean up. And also Cantrell. Going to lose a yard on that carry. Be 2nd and 11, back to the 12.
Again, Andrew Brown hitting him early out there and wasn't able to hang on to him, but he slowed him down.
Wildcats back up to the football. Wide out again to the right side. They'll stay in the eye behind Scaff. Scaff checks. He's under center. Give this time. Chafin left side. Chafin makes a move, gets around Freno, and then is taken out of bounds by Pugh after he crosses the 25-yard line. Out to around the 27. Hicks also on the stop, helping Pugh to take him out of bounds at the 27. Gain of 15. That'll be a 1st and 10. First down number 2 in the game now for Lynn Camp. Tigers so far with 7. Tigers with 14 points though. 2 out to the left this time. The eye again behind Scaff. Scaff leaves it to Roscoff's. Hit at the line, spins off. He's into the secondary and taken down by Lips. Out around the 39. That's a gain of 12 and another first down, and the Lynn Camp offense starting to roll now.
Yeah, they're getting those backs working a little bit, loosened up a little bit and getting through there.
3 minutes to go, first quarter, 14-0 Paintsville. Lynn Camp with football, first down and 10 from their own 39. This possession started on their own 13. High formation again. Fumbled snap, ball's on the ground, a big pile up around the line of scrimmage. The officials will try to sort it out. Scaff went right back after it, and he must have gotten back on it, and he did. That'll be a loss of a yard. Back to the 38. It'll be 2nd and 11. So 2nd and 11 for Lynn Camp. 2:20 to go first quarter. Wide outs to the short side. Slot man also there, left side. Scaff has a man in motion. Chafin right side, pitches it to it. Chafin looking for a hole, trying to cut it up, and he's to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Inside 2 minutes to go, first quarter. At a minute 50. 14-0, Paintsville leading.
You know, we're not seeing the Tiger defense rush as much as we've seen them do throughout the season. They're staying home a little bit more, trying to shut the ends down, looks like, keeping them from getting to the outside. And right now it seems to be working real well for the Tigers.
Scaff into the shotgun this time. 2 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Scaff rows left, looking. He gets it off, just throws it up in the air. No one there. It's out of bounds. So it's now 4th and 9 for the Wildcats from their own 40.
The Tiger defense going to force another punt here.
So Daniel Pugh will go back deep for Paintsville. 1:23 to go, first quarter. Chafin will drop back for the Wildcats to punt. Chafin around his own 28. Pugh drops back to around his own 30. Good snap, not a heavy rush. He gets it off. Bounces at the 26, Rose out of bounds at the 30.
Got a bounce in favor of the Tigers there. Gained them about 4 yards.
So the Tigers, first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. 1:14 to go in the first quarter. Andrew Brown, Kevin Williams wide out to the right. Freno and Van Hoos to the left. And with that, Lynn Camp takes a timeout. 1:14 to go, first quarter. It's Paintsville 14, Lynn Camp nothing. Williams and Brown, they're the split outs to the right side. Freno and Van Hoos out to the left. Pugh in the shotgun. Ward off to his right side as the blocking back. Pugh leaves it with Ward on the play, up the middle. Ward to the 40, out to the 41-yard line. Gain of 11 for Wes Ward. Give Ward 12 as they mark him on the 42. 1 minute to go, first quarter. And the Tigers have dominated this first quarter. They've kept the ball in their possession, number 1.
Yeah, at least 8 minutes of this quarter, they've had it.
Pugh, Rose left, looking. Stops, throws, almost intercepted, batted down across the middle by Scott Bray. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
And that's another time when Daniel was close to being over the line of scrimmage when he threw the football.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers from their own 42. Clock stopped at 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. Again, 2 out to each side. Shotgun for Pugh. Pugh on the draw this time. Wes in front of him. Pugh looking for a hole and drops at the 44. Gain of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 8. So 3rd down and 8 now for the Tigers from their own 44-yard line.
Come on, Blue.
Clock down to 15 seconds, and I believe Paintsville is going to let it run out and not run a play here. And when play resumes, the Tigers will have it 3rd down and 8 from their own 44. At the end of the first quarter, it's Paintsville 14, Lynn Camp nothing. Well, 3rd down and 8 for the Paintsville Tigers from their own 44-yard lines. We start the second quarter. 8 first downs for the Tigers in that first quarter, 3 for Lynn Camp. Tigers wide outs to each side, 2 left, 1 out to the right. Shotgun for Pugh, blocking backs on each side. And the Tigers offsides. Again, that one is one of those obvious ones. one man in the whole place moving.
Yeah.
So that'll move it back 5. It'll be 3rd and 13. Back to the 39.
Yeah, they're not going to miss that one.
So it's 3rd and 13 now for Paintsville. Tigers out of the huddle. Williams out to the right. Lips left. Pugh under center, one back behind him. They've left Lips all by himself over here. Daniel finds him and whistle stop the play.
They had him.
The Lynn Camp defense, their secondary, their man just dropped off Lips over here.
Yeah.
He was by himself, and before the snap, apparently Coach Mitchell got the timeout. The only thing that possibly saved 6.
Yeah, because Daniel was aware of it. Of course, everybody on the sidelines was trying to send a signal in there, and if that's what saved him was the timeout.
He was out here with Lips, and then he just took off running across the field and left Stewart all by himself. And Daniel hit him, but before the snap, they blew the whistle. Tonight's broadcast of Paintsville Tiger football is being brought to you on WKLW by Citizens National Bank, Red, Brown, and Williams Real Estate Services, Appalachian Wireless, the Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center, Brad Hughes Toyota Automotive Supply, and Paul Deaton, attorney at law. Well, we've played 2 seconds in the second quarter, and we really have not run the first play yet.
No, all we've done is have them get enough time to be aware that something was wrong and Lynn Camp to burn a timeout.
So the Tigers ready to go. Stewart Lips out to the left again. Williams out to the right.
They'll probably stay with him this time.
Pugh under center. Pugh straight back. Pugh under rush. He's dropped. Tell you what, they just shot right up the middle. That was Anthony Walters, who was not touched. And Daniel couldn't get away from him. Back to the 26-yard line, a loss of 13. It'll be 4th and 26.
He was through there just as quickly as the football was.
So for the first time in this game, the Tigers are going to have to punt. Chafin and Roscoff back deep, as it will be Stewart Lips from around his own 12 to punt. There's the snap. He gets it off to the near side. Takes a bounce at the 50. A good roll, though, as it will row inside the 30 down to the 29. What a roll.
You got a tremendous one. Tremendous roll on that.
So Lynn Camp 1st and 10 from their own 29 with 11:03 to go in the first half, and Paintsville leading 14-0. Tigers scoring first and 7:58 to go in the first quarter. Daniel Pugh to TJ Freno on a 29-yard pass. And then again at 4:23 to go in the first quarter, Daniel Pugh on a 16-yard run, and Pugh ran the 2-point conversion. Wildcats out of the huddle in the eye behind Scaff. Wide out to the right side. Slot man in motion to the right side now. That's Chafin. The give is to Roscoff, and he is taken down around the 31-yard line. And they're going to mark him on the 31, a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. 10 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lynn Camp 2nd and 8 from their own 31, trailing 14-0. Wide out is to the right side this time. They stay in the eye. Scaff checks. He's under center. The give is to Chafin. Chafin, left side. He goes down short of the 35, tripped up. And they're going to mark the nose of the football on the 35, a gain of 4, and it's 3rd and 4.
Big defensive play coming up for the Tigers.
3rd down and 4 for Lynn Camp. 9 minutes, 50 seconds to go, first half. Split out is to the right side. That's Nick Mills. Scaff checks his backs in the eye behind him. The give up the middle to Roscoff. Roscoff is not close. To the 33, or excuse me, 38. That would be a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and short.
See if Coach Mitchell decides to gamble or not here.
4th and less than a yard from the 38-yard line. 4th and less than a yard, wide out right. There's the snap to give to Roscoff. He's got the first down. Out across the 40-yard line to around the 42. First down number 4 in the game now for the Wildcats. And he got out to the 43, a gain of 5, and it's 1st and 10. 8:40 the scoreboard clock says. Scaff checks with his teammates. Gets him where he wants him. And he's under center. Here is Mitchell. Mitchell down the left side. He's got the first down. Or Reynolds, excuse me. Josh Reynolds to the Tiger 43 for another first down for Lynn Camp. Number 5 down the game. $14 yards on the carry for Reynolds. And the Lynn Camp offense moving the football on this possession.
Well, this is their longest drive so far.
Started on their own 29 after a big roll off the punt for the Tigers. Straight ahead. That is Smith. He is taken down by Brown. Andrew stops him at the 33. Rodney Smith on the carry. Gain of 10. That's another first down.
First time he's carried the football tonight.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats from the Tiger 33. Clock inside 8 minutes at 7:53. Split out to the left. They stay in the eye. Scaff under center. Long count. Pitch play. Roscoff left side. Lowers his head. He's close to the 30-yard line. And they place it on the 31. A gain of 2. 2nd and 8. 2nd down and 8 for Lynn Camp from the Tiger 31-yard line. Split out again left. There is Smith again on the straight play, straight dive play. Get him down to the 27. Gain of 4, and it's 3rd and 4.
Not real fancy with their offense. Just push it hard up against you.
Well, a lot like Lynn Camp.
Yeah,
you know,
very
Lynn
much.
Camp not fancy at all last week.
Very much like them.
Wide out right this time. The give to Reynolds. Reynolds lowers his head out to around the 21. Mark him down on the 21, a gain of 6, and that's another first down.
They've got 4 men that they're rushing the ball with pretty regular right now. I mean, 4 different guys that they come out with you.
Lynn Camp tightening up the first down category now. The Tigers with 8. Lynn Camp now with 7. 4 here in the second quarter. Straight ahead, Reynolds. Reynolds kicks it out left side. Kicks it back in, still going. Reynolds fighting for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown.
You know, the Tigers had several chances that time to bring him down, and he was just too strong for the Tigers on that run. Just kept working his way into the end zone and able to get it in there.
5:54 to go in the second quarter. Josh Reynolds. And the Lynn Camp offense looking a little more what we were expecting. Reynolds on a 21-yard carry to put them on the board.
Well, you know, really, we hadn't seen a whole lot out of their offense. We'd see a couple bursts, but that time they mixed it up a little bit more than they had been and were able to get it down to the end zone.
They were blocking a little better too in there, Brian. They opened that hole up.
Jonah Mitchell will attempt the point after. Try and get his strap on his kicking foot. They've blown the ball in play, so they better hurry. As it will be Scaff to hold. There's a place. It's on its way, and it is good. So with 5:54 to go, first half, it's now Paintsville 14, Lynn Camp 7. Good crowd on hand, especially a big crowd from Lynn Camp. You know, a lot of people not familiar with Lynn Camp, just right there in Corbin, on the outskirts of Corbin. So a pretty good trip to Paintsville. They brought a good crowd. It's full across the way.
Sure is.
Here's a kick that's going to get out of bounds. I think he missed it with that kicking shoot.
I met 3 or 4 carloads of them going down 2nd Street the wrong way after school this evening and said, flagged them down and said, "You're looking for the football field, you're on the wrong side of town," and sent them over this way.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers from their own 35 with 5:54 to go in the first half. 14-7, Paintsville leading. Trips out left, one out to the right, shotgun for Pugh. There's the snap. Pugh goes left. Pugh, stiff arms one, gets away from him down the 40, penalty flags. As Pugh's marked down out on the 45, penalty flag back on the 33. Or excuse me, 38. They're going to mark it off from the 38. So that'll be the 4th penalty in the game, all against Paintsville now for 25 yards. And it'll be 1st and 17 from the 28-yard line. Trips out to the right, one out to the left. Pugh stays in the shotgun. There's the snap. Pugh rolls right, looking across the middle, completed to Van Hoos at the 33, to the 40, taken down around the 44.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him to about the 45.
And they do on the 45-yard line. And that's a first down. Number 9 in the game now for Paintsville. Gain of 17 on that pass play to the 45-yard line. Clock starts up at 5:30 to go first half. Paintsville leading 14-7. The Tigers 1st and 10 from their own 45. 2 out to the right, 1 left, eye behind Pugh. Quick count to give us to Freno. Freno up the middle, squirts out of there and got some yardage.
You know, they were about to get him really for, no gain. And like you said, he just squirted through there and got him 4 yards.
To the 49-yard line, 2nd down and 6. Tigers back out of the huddle, 2 out to each side. Pugh in the shotgun. Ward is blocking back to his right side. Pugh leaves it with Ward up the middle across the 50. Ward taken down at the 48 of Lynn Camp.
Tigers didn't get as many yards out of that play as they have been getting.
That'll be a gain of 3. Going to make it 3rd and 3 to the Lynn Camp 48.
Let's go, Pace. Come on, guys. Come on, boys.
Trips to the right, one out to the left. Pugh stationed that shotgun. Pugh takes it off, tackle right side, breaks one. Pugh across the 40, 35, still going, spins, falls down.
Beautiful run.
Inside the 30-yard line to the Lynn Camp 29.
Yeah, Daniel, nice job running the football.
That's great. Beautiful.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Tigers from the Lynn Camp 29. Clock running at 3:50 to go in the half. Paintsville leading 14-7. One out to the right side, 2 again out to the left. Pugh's under center this time. Quick count. Pugh option left, gets it off to Freno. Freno to the 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
All right, beautiful.
Tigers did a nice job there on the option. And, you know,
Great.
Freno having to come in and run the option, that's something he's not done much of this year. You know, filling in there at tailback for
Boy, he
Hans.
did great
Did a
there.
nice job there.
Perfect, perfect, Brian, perfect.
Freno on the 29-yard run for his 2nd TD of the game. And it's now 20-7 to Paintsville. Jeff Collett to attempt the point after. The kick is on its way. And it's good. So with 3:25 to go, 1st half, it's now Paintsville 21 and Lynn Camp 7. Point after that is extra point number 54 on the year for Jeffrey Collett. And Brian Oxer, that's a new school record.
Well, you know, 54 extra points he's done a tremendous job kicking the football. He's worked on it for the last couple of years and just done a real nice job. And, you know, 54, that's a lot to add.
It sure is. And that boy can punt, too.
And a school record at that.
Oh, my God.
Roscoff and Reynolds back deep for Lynn Camp. As soon as we get the right ball and get it where it belongs. We'll put the ball in play now. 21-7 to Paintsville. 3:25 to go. 1st half. High short kick this time. Bounces at the 23. It's on the ground. Let's see who has it. And I don't believe Paintsville ever got possession.
No,
They
Tigers
had the
knocked
chance.
it out
They
of
just
bounds.
never could get the possession.
No, they just, before the Tigers could come up with it, it was out of bounds already.
They had 2 opportunities. They just couldn't bring it in before he got out of bounds. So Lynn Camp will be 1st down and 10 from their own 31-yard line.
That's something we saw Everett's do a couple times last week. Let the football bounce around in front of them and not really make any effort to go get it. And the Tigers almost came up with it there like they did last week, almost did it.
Wide out to the left side, I formation behind Scaff. He's under center. There's the snap, the give to Roscoff. Out around the 33, 34-yard line. To the 33, gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8. 3 minutes to go, 1st half, 21-7. Paintsville leading. Wildcats out of the huddle. They'll stay in the eye, wide out to the right side. The give to Reynolds up the middle. Reynolds fights to around the 38-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3 from their own 38. Clock down to 2:20 to go in the half.
These backs for Lynn Camp, they run the football hard.
Wide out again to the right side, Mitchell. Scaff leaves it with Roscoff to the 39-yard line. Or excuse me, the 44. That's a gain of 6, and it's another first down. Lynn Camp now with 8 first downs.
You know, something that might end up hurting Lynn Camp on this drive is the fact that they've only got 1 timeout left, and you know they're not bad to put the ball up in the air, and so that clock's going to keep running on them.
Scaff under center. There's a penalty flag. That's going against Lynn Camp.
Lost.
Everyone was ready to go, and the center forgot to snap it.
Yeah.
Out to the 48. The carry was Reynolds, but this one's going to come back. Again, the penalties in tonight's game have not been real hard for the officials to call. It's been pretty obvious penalties.
Yeah, it's not been they've not been anything you had to study about or worry much about, getting much argument from the sidelines on.
That's the first penalty of the game against the Wildcats. Moves it back to the 39, and it will be 1st and 15.
You know, with the exception of the one holding penalty, all the penalties have really been just like that. Somebody just taking off early, or in that case, the center not snapping the football.
First down and 15 from their own 39. Lynn Camp with football. The give to Roscoff up the middle. No, it's a pass. He had me faked out. Incomplete. Pass intended on the near side. Good play action.
Well, they sold the drive up the middle like they were supposed to, but the pass, he just really didn't get enough on it out there to get it to his receiver.
That stops clock at 1:09 to go in the first half. 21-7 to Paintsville leading. So it's 2nd and 15 now. Here's a reverse to the near side. Mitchell. Andrew Brown stays home and drops it.
Yeah, all over that. Just like you said, he stayed home and he read the play, and he was reading the reverse from it, and he got him for a big loss right there.
And he got rid of a blocker in the meantime. A loss of 7 for Jonah Mitchell. That makes it 3rd and 22. .35 seconds to go in the first half. Wideouts to the left. I formation. Scaff leaves it with his tailback, Roscoff. He's out to around the 38-yard line. The Tigers wanting to stop the clock. Gain of 6. It'll be 4th and 16. Tigers won the football back, and they did the same thing against Everett's last week, and it paid off because they scored.
Yeah, they scored on the punt return.
So 4th and 16 for Lynn Camp from their own 38. And the Tigers take a timeout with 17 seconds to go in the half. Paintsville leading 21-7.
And the Tigers definitely wouldn't mind to get one more shot at putting their hands on the football and getting it in the end zone.
I'd like to see that myself.
21-7. Paintsville on top. Pugh to Freno on the first touchdown. Pugh ran a 16-yarder on the second, and Freno ran a 29-yarder on the third.
Get off the field, Coach.
And the Tigers send Pugh and Freno back deep. As Jimmy Chafin back around his own 22 to punt. There's the snap.
Block it, block it.
He gets it off to the near side. Bounces at the 44. And will roll dead at the 36. So the Tigers 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line with 5 seconds to go in the half. So the Tigers have 5 seconds to do something here before the half. As Paintsville will huddle around Coach Bill Mike Runyon on the near side and see if they can come up with a big play that puts them into pay dirt.
Well, you know, that's what they want to do, and they also want to avoid giving Lynn Camp a chance to score defensive with the football. So, you know, they're going to have to be cautious on that end, too, because they're down here a little bit closer to their end zone than they are to Lynn Camp. So they're going to have to be a little bit careful with the football as well.
(21-7). Paintsville leading. Of course, the winner of this one will get the winner of the game going on in Somerset. That's between Pikeville and Somerset. Now, if Pikeville was to win and Paintsville was to win, that game next week would be right here. A Somerset win tonight would force that game to Somerset next Friday night, no matter who wins here.
Yeah, because it's where they alternate who gets the home side.
Shotgun for Pugh. Trips out to the right side, one out to the left. 5 seconds to go in the half. Pugh looking, he's going to take it and run. Pugh to the 40, 45 to the 50. Pugh cuts back, good move. Still going to the 45, trying to come back this side. Still going, broke loose. To the 35, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Can you believe that? He was in trouble back here around the 45. He got out of it, Brian, and he scored.
You know, I really was ready to go ahead and mark his yardage down at about the 46-yard line there, because it looked like that there was about 3 white shirts around him and they were going to bring him down, but somehow or another he was able to twist out of that and find his blockers again, and the Tigers just kind of formed a little bit of a V around him and were able to get him down into the end zone. And, you know, the Tigers used that timeout to stop the clock, and it's paid off for them 2 times in a row at the end of the half.
Jeff Collett to attempt the point after. The place is there by Pugh. The kick is on its way, and the kick is good. So what a way to end the first half. Daniel Pugh keeps it on the quarterback draw. He's in trouble at the 45, and he got out of it. He went to the end zone.
How he got out of it, I don't know.
Kick down the middle, bounces around the 24, gets loose, off the leg of Roscoff, picks it up at the 5, and he's dropped right there. Roscoff bounced off his leg. Reynolds lost his footing. And the Tigers defense right there when Roscoff finally picked it up. And it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 6-yard line.
Not where they wanted to start the half from. Tough field position.
1st down and 10 for Lindcamp from their own 6-yard line to start the second half. Wide out to the left side, I formation behind Scaff. He leaves it. Reynolds up the middle, spinning, falling forward, out to around the 12. That's a gain of 6. It'll be a 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats from their own 12-yard line. Wildcats out of the huddle again. Wide out is to the right side this time. Scaff under center. They leave it. Roscoff left side. And he is down. He's got the 1st down, I believe. Out around the 18-yard line. That should be a 1st down. And it is. Number 9 in the game now for the Wildcats. Gain of 6. He needed 4. The Wildcats quickly back up to the football.
Come on, defense.
Scaff again, leaving it. Roscoff. Roscoff quickly into the secondary to the 28-yard line. That's close to another Wildcat 1st down. And
they're going to move him down.
It is a 1st down. Both teams now with 10 1st downs in the game. First and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 28. Started on their own 6. 3 plays later, they're out to the 28.
Well, they're coming out with a little fire under them right now.
Long count this time. Roscoff into the secondary, bounces off a couple. He's out across the 50, taken down in Tiger territory, close to the 45. And they're going to mark him on the 45. First and 10 for the Wildcats.
Big gain there, 27 yards.
27-yarder.
This is looking similar to that drive when they put the score in earlier. They just kept pushing the football up against the Tigers.
Wide out short to the right side. Roscoff, left side off tackle. He's out across the 40, down to around the 39. Gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down and 4 for Lindkamp from the Tiger 39. 28-7 to Paintsville leading. 9:35 to go in the third quarter. Wide out right this time. Give first man up the middle to the 36. That'll be 3 yards. They needed 4. That's Smith on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 1. So 3rd down and 1 for the Wildcats from the Tiger 36. Big play right here. Roscoff up the middle, 1st down and more.
Got plenty on that drive.
To the 25-yard line. Another 1st down. That's 4 in this drive. 12 in the game for the Wildcats. Gain of 11. 1st and 10.
Go defense!
3.5 minutes on this drive. We saw the Tigers in the opening drive of the game, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. This one may match that one, if not better, if they score. Reynolds, left side, he's got yardage. He's going to be around the 16. They put it down on the 16. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1, a long one. They're going to mark it on the 17, 2nd and 2. Gain of 8. Well, we've got a headgear problem over there with Reynolds. Trying to fix his helmet.
Take a timeout.
And Lindkamp's going to have to burn a timeout. Now, that may come back to haunt you.
Yeah, you know.
Reynolds had his headgear off. It looked like he was trying to fix it. And I guess eventually Coach Mitchell took the timeout. They're going to try to fix that headgear across the way.
Yeah, that's when it could come back to haunt you, just like you say, especially in a tight football game when it comes down to when you have to try to get that clock stopped and you need those seconds there to get you a score. It can be rough.
Not what you would really call tight right now, 28-7, but Lindkamp's moving the football here in this possession. They score, they cut it to 14, and then you never know what happens.
Yeah, you know, a couple of touchdowns. And, you know, this offense so far in this half has looked very strong. They've not had any trouble at all moving the football. They're getting about, you know, between 8 and 15 yards, it seems like, every carry, every touch that they've had. So moving the football real well right now.
They look like they've got the headgear fixed now. And the Wildcats have it 2nd down and 2 from the Tigers' 17-yard line. With 7 minutes, 50 seconds to play, third quarter. Paintsville leading 28-7. Wildcats break away from Coach Mitchell, straight to the football. The give is to Reynolds. Reynolds dancing, fighting, and he should have the first down across the 15 down to around the 14. That'll be a gain of 3 yards and another first down, number 5 in this drive. It's been a nice drive.
Been a long way down there up that field.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the 5-yard line down there.
6-yard line's where this started.
Yeah.
Now 1st and 10 from the Tiger 14.
We've had the football almost 5 minutes, too.
You know, they really need a quick score.
Yeah, yeah.
Here is Roscoff trying to get around the left side, dances inside. He's inside the 10, down to the 9, maybe the 8. And they're going to go to the 8.
Close.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, they were probably hoping to come out and score, you know, pretty quickly. You know, they'll take a score any way they can get it, but, you know, the Tigers probably feel like if they are going to give up a score, they're going to make them eat half a quarter to do it.
Eat it up.
Wide out to the right side. This drive over 5 minutes now. Long count, and they jumped off
They
sides.
jumped.
Big number 78
That's
over
right,
there.
big left tackle.
Second penalty in the game against the Wildcats.
Another easy one to call.
That could be coming back to haunt yourself there on that, Brian.
Moves it back to the 13. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, you hate to have penalties anytime, but especially when you're in
Yeah.
that close. You want to try to avoid them.
Now they start the clock. 6:40 to go in the 3rd. Wildcats up to the football again. Scaff checks. Under center. The give, Roscoff. Hit at the line, bounces, falls forward. Inside the 10, down to the 9. He got 4 of them back. And it's 3rd and 5.
Roscoff now with 100 yards rushing on 16 carries. And, you know, looks like 64 of them have been on this drive.
That's for sure.
They've kept the football half the quarter at 6 minutes right now.
Sure have.
3rd and 5 from the Tiger 9. There's Reynolds, lost his footing.
As soon as he got to football, his feet went out from under him.
Yep.
Mark him back across the 10, I believe, to the 11. Loss of 2, and it's 4th and 7.
Just a fake pass.
Big
again.
play right here. 4th down and 7 from the Tiger 11-yard line.
This would be a big boost to the Tigers if they get a stop here and they've burnt almost 7 minutes off this clock and keeping Lynn Camp out of the end zone.
Sure will.
Play
gonna
action.
throw it. He's
Scaff
gonna
wants
throw
to
it.
throw in the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Nick Mills in the end zone, and the Tigers take over.
So the Tigers get the stop that they wanted. They tried to pass there, and really not a lot of us looking for that pass, but except Coach Brew, and it didn't come in there. And the Tigers with almost 7 minutes
6:57.
taken off the clock.
Lynn Camp keeps it 6 minutes, 57 seconds, and come up short. Tigers in the eye behind Pugh. Pugh, option left, pitches off for Freno. It's on the ground. It's still loose. And Lynn Camp comes up with it. And that's Anthony Walters. And he rose to the 1. With 4:54 to go in the 3rd, and the Tigers give it back to him. So it'll be 1st and goal. And they're going to give it to the 1. Walters rode a couple times.
He sure did. He was flopping like a fish out of water out there.
1st and goal for the Wildcats now. Wide out to the right side. Scaff leaves it with Roscoff, and he is in the end zone. So the Tiger D turns the Wildcats around, and then the fumble gives it back to them, and they're in the end zone.
The Tigers, like you say, the defense gets the stop, and then offensively they give them the football back and gets them right up back on the scoreboard.
Joe Roscoff on the 1-yard run. And they'll attempt the point after. Right now 28-13. Jonah Mitchell to attempt the point after. There's the snap, the place, the kick is on its way, and it is good. 4:51 to go, third quarter. It's now Paintsville 28, Lynn Camp 14. Down the middle, end over end. Pugh fields it at the 10, to the 15, straight ahead 20, 25, 30, 35, to the 40, to the 47-yard line and taken down. So the Tigers good field possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Tigers now, they want to move this football up and need to get another score on and build that lead a little bit.
I like to get another lead 6 points, at 7 at least.
4:41 to go, third quarter, 28-14, Paintsville leading. Tigers send Williams out to the right side, trips to the left. Shotgun for Pugh. There's the snap. Pugh on the draw to the right side. Pugh gets out of bounds, across the way. He's in Wildcat territory around the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 on the carry, 2nd and 5. And apparently he didn't get out of bounds. Clock still running.
It's fine with the Tigers, probably.
Three again out left, one out to the right. Still in the shotgun is Daniel Pugh. Pugh rolls left. Stops, gets it off. It's incomplete to J.D. Vanos around the 36. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now for the Tigers from the 48. Clock is stopped at 3:55. Two out to each side this time. Daniel stays in the shotgun. Pugh leaves it with Ward. They ate that one up.
You know, they were all over that play that time.
It's going to be a loss of a yard, I believe, to the 49, and it's 4th and 6. Fourth down and 6 for Paintsville from the Lynn Camp 49. Stuart Lips drops back to punt. Lynn Camp still not sending anyone back. Lips around his own 37. Roscoff starts back that way. Punts it. Lynn Camp will not send anyone back. Takes a Lynn Camp bounce all the way back to around the 22. So the Wildcats will have it, first down and 10 from their own 22-yard line, and 3:06 to go in the third quarter. Paintsville leading 28-14.
Tiger offense didn't hold on to the football long that time.
No, they didn't. So the Wildcats out of the huddle, wide out to the right side. Split out short. I formation. Scaff checks everyone under center. Scaff leaves it with Roscoff. Roscoff out close to the 25-yard line. We'll put it down on the 25, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Roscoff has been the carrier of choice in this half.
He's ran it well.
Done a tremendous job in this half.
Wildcats quickly out of the huddle. They're ready to go. Split out left this time. Roscoff again. Out to around the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, you know, they don't have a lot to say in the huddle because they don't run, but, you know, 3 or 4 different plays and 2 or 3 guys taking it up the left side or the right side.
2:08 to go in the 3rd quarter, 28-14. Paintsville leading. 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats from their own 27. The give to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for a hole. He's piled up around the 29. A gain of 2, and it'll be 4th and 3. So 4th down and 3 for the Wildcats of Lynn Camp.
Tiger defense doing a good job that time stopping them. Want to be careful here to not jump off sides.
And Pugh really not in any hurry to get back there either to receive the punt. As it will be Chafin to punt. Here's penalty flag. That's going to be too much time from there. And that's what it is. So it's 4th and 8, and that'll move it back to the 24. Stopping the clock at 1:02 to go in the 3rd. Chafin now inside his own 10. There's the snap. Gets it off. Pugh drops off of it. It bounces at the 46, takes a good roll to the 30-yard line. So the Tigers will take over with 51 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, leading 28-14. And they'll have it on their own 30-yard line. Andrew Brown, T.J. Freno split out to the left side. Kevin Williams to the right side. Pugh under center. Wes Ward, the lone back behind him. Pugh straight back, looking to throw. Flushed out to the right side, gets it off in the flats. Van Hoos has it, cuts it up, and is taken out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 7 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 37. With 37 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. High formation this time behind Pugh. Pugh gives it to Freno up the middle. Freno has the 1st down out around the 42-yard line. 1st down number 11 in the game now for Paintsville. They get Freno to the 43. Gain of 6. Clock starts at 30 seconds. They stay in the eye behind Pugh. Pitch play. Freno left side. West Ward in front of him. Freno cuts it up, taken down at the 44. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. As the third quarter comes to an end with the score, Paintsville 28, Lynn Camp 14. We'll be back. B4. And the winner of this one gets the winner of Pikeville and Somerset being played tonight. Two out to the right, one out to the left. Pugh will set up in the shotgun. Pugh fakes Ward, looking to run. Defender falls down. Pugh gets some room, and then he's ran out of bounds. Penalty flag back on the 44. Pugh taken down around the 43. What would be a loss of a yard. Let's see what the flag is. Brian Oxer says it's a hold.
I already saw him give the signal.
Oh, I was going to say, you see how on top of things you were.
He gave an initial signal on that one.
They're talking to Lynn Camp. Brian Oxer's all over it. I'll move this one back against the Tigers to the 34-yard line.
You know, they probably really considered, you know, taking the loss and going with, you know, a loss of down there too. I mean,
makes it 2nd down and 19 now from their own 34. Pugh in the shotgun. Trips left, one out right. Pugh Rose left. Pugh lost the football, bounces right back to him, and he's dropped back to the 17-yard line.
but you're right, that fumble, it just bounced right back up in his hands and got him for a big loss there.
We're going to put it on the 16, a loss of 18 yards. It's 3rd and 37. Clock down to 11 minutes to play. 3rd down and 37 for Paintsville. Trips to the right this time, one out left. Shotgun again for Pugh. Pugh Rose to the right, looking. Flushed out to the right, and he's sacked around the 9. That's where they're going to mark him. That's a loss of 7 more, and it's now 4th and 44. So it'll be 4th down and 44 from the 9-yard line. And you have to think that Lynn Camp will have good field position after this, as Stuart Lips will step in his own end zone to punt about 5 yards. Roscoff and Reynolds back deep. He gets it off. Roscoff's going to get away from it, and Reynolds fields it, and Reynolds is finally taken down at his own 48.
Surprised he picked it up.
So Lynn Camp will have it 1st down and 10 from their own 48, with Paintsville leading 28-14. Penalty flag back here on the 37. They're going to mark it off from the 48 to the 38. 10-yard holding penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lynn Camp from their own 38. 10:33 to play. 28-14 Paintsville.
The Tigers kicking it from the 9, getting it to the 38. It's not bad.
No. Split out to the left side, the short side, I formation. Scaff wants to throw, looking, lobs it into his secondary, almost intercepted. Tell you what, Reynolds got a hand on it or Daniel was off to the races.
Yeah, he had his eyes wide open and he saw that one clearly, and just the tip on it there made it just sail away from him a little bit.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now.
Okay.
Lynn Camp out of the huddle. Split out short left again. Stay in the eye. Pitch play. Roscoff, right side, cuts it up, cuts it back. He cuts it to the near side, to the 40, to the 30, 25, 20, and taken out of bounds by TJ Freno around the 17-yard line.
Another big run from Roscoff.
1st and 10 to the 17.
Come on, defense!
45 yards.
10-14 to go. Start the clock.
Come on, D, right now!
Fisher wound it up.
Come on,
He said that TJ didn't knock him out of bounds.
Must have brought him down.
Here is Reynolds off tackle. Right side. He lost his footing again. We've said that a lot tonight with that one.
Yeah, and it seems like what he's waiting, you know, kind of slowing up, maybe taking a stutter step or something to get the handoff is when that happens to him.
Gain of 7 down to the 10-yard line. Second down and 3. Split out again left in the eye behind Scaff. Give to Roscoff, right side, cuts it up, and he is apparently not in the end zone.
I'm going to put him down.
Looks like he's down to about the 1. It'll be 1st and goal. And it'll be actually about the half-yard line.
There's not much room.
Clock down to 9:20. Roscoff, touchdown. Joe Roscoff.
It's been his
1
half.
yard out. 9:10 to play.
Roscoff had 36 yards when the half started. He's up to 161 now and 2 touchdowns in this half.
And that makes it 28-20. And they will go for the point after. Jonah Mitchell.
He's 2 for 2 right now.
As they go through their routine again.
Tying him up.
Nick Scaff holds it up, holds the toe up. He puts the strap on it. Now we're ready to kick it. There's the place. The kick is on its way. And the kick is good. 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game. It's now Paintsville 28, Lynn Camp 21. Daniel Pugh back deep again in the middle. To his left side, TJ Freno. To his right side, that's Stuart Lips. And Jonah Mitchell will kick off again for the Wildcats. Nine minutes, 10 seconds to play. The winner gets the winner of the game going on in Somerset between Pikeville and Somerset next week. Short kick. Bounces around the 23. Picked up at the 21 by Freno. Freno back across the 25. Out to around the 29, maybe the 30. So Paintsville first down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Leading 28-21 with 9:04 to play. Tigers out of the huddle. Wide outs to each side. I formation behind Pugh. The give to Freno. Freno out across the 30-yard line to the 32. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tigers looking to eat some clock here, I'm sure, and put another one in the end zone.
Well, yeah, you know, and they've really not had a lot of success moving the football in this half. Just the one first down, and really moved it more backwards than they have forward so far.
Here's Freno left side. He's down. They're going to mark him around the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 36. 3rd down and 3. Same set. Pugh under center. 3rd and 3. Pugh leaves it with Ward. Dives forward after he was hit at the line. I think he's going to be short. He was met at the line and dived forward for what he could. And he's going to get 2 out of the 3 needed, and it's going to be 4th and 1. Lifts from his own 25. There's the snap. He gets it off low. Line drive, bounced at the 32. And that may pay off for him because it's going to end up at the 15. The give to Roscoff. Spins forward, brought down by Andrew Brown at the 20. And that is a quick 5 yards.
You know, Roscoff has just been pushing the ball hard for him. And you know, Jimmy Chafin, the one that had all the big yards, we've seen him a little bit on defense in this half. I don't think he's been in on offense yet.
They're still in the eye, split out left. There's Roscoff again. He's out to around the 28. Or excuse me, 24, and it'll be 3rd and 1. Gain of 4. So it's 3rd and 1. 6 minutes to go in the game. 28-21 Paintsville. Lynn Camp, 3rd and 1 from their own 24. Long count. Roscoff hit in the backfield. Let's see where they mark it. Adam Smith there to hit him in the backfield. And they mark him down, it looks like. Now Roscoff is coming off. So I'd say they're going to punt it then.
That's probably a good sign.
Yeah, we're going to try to draw him first.
I think it was pretty safe to say that when I saw Roscoff come out of the huddle. They're going for it, Brian.
But they've put Chafin back in.
Yes, they
He's
have.
not ran it yet.
Here we go, straight ahead. Reynolds piled up at the 25, driven backwards, and it's all according to the mark.
And
first down for Lynn Camp.
And it's so much that they didn't have to measure it there.
They're going to mark it right on the 25. That's 2 yards. That's what they needed.
And they get it. Big gamble.
1st and 10 from their own 25. 5:15 to go. Scaff gives it. Nope, keeps it. Play action. Rose out to the right. He's going to run it. And he got a block to get the first down the sideline, and finally Lips took him out of bounds around the 43. They have looked like a different offensive team in the second half of the Wildcats. Here's Roscoff up again. He's out to the 48, maybe the 49. Here's a penalty flag. Personal foul against Paintsville. Roscoff is marked down on and that's after the play. To go in the game, the clock is running. Wide out to the right side, I formation. The give to Smith up the middle. Smith still going. Smith piled up around the 30. Gain of 8 for Smith to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 2.
4th carry of the game for Smith.
They're in the eye again behind Scaff. Roscoff left side. Roscoff tripped up and finally taken down at the 23. Gain of 7. That's another Wildcat first down. That's 11.
First half, and he's up to 180 now.
Football on the near side hash mark. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 23. The give, Roscoff trying to kick it outside, trying to get around Lips, and he can't do it. And he stays in bounds, and the clock continues to run. Down to the 16-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3. 3 minutes to play. Wildcats out of the huddle. 2nd and 3 from the Tiger 16. Straight ahead, Chafin swallowed up this time. They were ready for it that time. It looks like he's going to get down to the 14, though. And it will make it 3rd and 1. Lynn has it. 3rd down and 1 from the 14. Penalty flag as he's piled up at the line. And this is against Lynn. Roscoff piled up at the line, marked down on the 14, which would have been no gain. Clock is stopped at 2:17. They're going to mark it off from, well, they just mark it back to the 21. Nope, now he's going to decide on the 19. Okay, a 5-yard penalty. I never did see what it was, but it's against Lynn, 5 yards. And it is now 3rd and 6 from the 19. Scaff checks everyone. He's under center, 3rd and 6. Pitch play. Roscoff, left side. He has blockers, and he's to the 9, to the 5, and he's short of the goal line, down to the 2. And it will be 1st and goal. And first down number 12, Brian, here in the 2nd half, in case you'd forgotten.
Well, Ross
split out to the short side, the left side. I formation behind Scaff. Scaff to Roscoff, up the middle, touchdown. 1:36 to play. Joe Roscoff into the end zone again tonight. This time another 1-yarder. This is big. 28-27 our score right now.
Looks like they're going to.
And Jonah Mitchell.
No, they're going to kick
the strap. He'll have to go through his routine. Putting it on. They're ready to go. This is for the tie.
He's 3 for 3 right now.
There's the place. The kick. It's blocked as the Tigers blocked it. 1:36 to go in the game. It's Paintsville 28, Lynn 27. We'll be back.
Lynn works it down the field, and they get it in the end zone there, and then the Tigers are able to block that extra point. He was 3 for 3 up until that point. Tigers able to get through there on him and bring it out of there and hold on to this lead. And so now the Tigers are going to get the football back. Well, they're at least we'll see what kind of kick we have. We have an onside kick here, and the Tigers are going to have to get their hands on the football and keep a hold of it.
1 minute, 36 seconds to go in the game. 28-27 to Paintsville leading. Twenty first downs in the game for Lynn Camp.
One guy's got to go back. Somebody get back. One guy's got to go back.
Tigers have all 11 men up. Close. Now Stewart Lipp's going to drop back a little bit. Lips around the 33, if you call that back a little bit.
Well,
they're definitely not looking for the deep one.
He's the deep man right now.
A minute 36 to go. Nick Scaff has it teed up this time. And it's the onside pooch kick, and it's went actually about 2 yards.
It went behind.
Yeah, and ended up behind him. You're right. So the Tigers will get the football with a minute 36 to go. And it looks like they're going to rule it out about the 38 of Lynn Camp. Well, 37 of Lynn Camp. Anyway, it's minus yardage.
They can't make. They moved it again. So
yeah, they're back to the 38.
now they moved.
Well, 38 and a half.
But it's still negative yardage.
Yep. Tigers need to eat a minute 36 here. 28-27. Pugh under center. I formation. They give it to Freno. Straight ahead. Piled up to the 38. Lynn Camp's going to take a timeout. No gain on the carry. So with 1 minute 30 seconds to go in the game, timeout Lynn Camp with the score. Paintsville 28, Lynn Camp 27. One minute 30 seconds remaining. 28-27. Paintsville leading. Lynn Camp second and 10 from their own 38, or Paintsville second and 10 from the Lynn Camp 38. Tigers just need to eat the clock. Pugh's going to roll out to the right side. Pugh to the 35 and down right there, and that keeps the clock going. That's their main concern right now.
Yeah, the Tigers definitely want the clock to move.
Mark Daniel down at the 36, gain of 2. And it's now 3rd and 8. Clock down to 1 minute.
Lynn Camp, of course, out of timeouts now.
Now the Tigers quickly up to the football. And here's a too much time penalty at 43 seconds. And that makes it 3rd and 13, back to the 41. As we said earlier, the winner of this one gets the winner of the game going on in Somerset, between Somerset and Pikeville. A Paintsville win and a Pikeville win would bring us right back here on Friday night. Paintsville win, the Somerset win, we go to Somerset. I formation behind Pugh again. Pugh gives it to Freno. Freno out across the 30 to the 34. That's a gain of 7. It'll be 4th and 6. Down to 25 seconds to play. This has been a dandy, or at least the second half was a dandy.
Well, you know, Lynn Camp came out here in the second half and you know, came one extra point tying this football game up. And defensively, they have stopped the Tigers. Tigers have not scored in this half. A big block.
28-27, Pugh under center. Putis rolls out left and goes down at the 50. He'll lose 16 on that one. That'll take away from some of his gains tonight, but I'm sure he does not care. With one play remaining. Shotgun, Chafin is going to throw. Chafin rolls left. He's going deep. He's going for Reynolds, and it's batted away, and the Tigers win it. 28-27. The Tigers will move on to next week. They'll play the winner of Somerset and Pikeville. A Pikeville win means the Tigers will be right here next Friday night. A Somerset win means the Tigers are on the road next week. But the mainstay is they're still playing, and they move on to the third round. 28-27 final score. Paintsville over Lynn Camp. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Paintsville Tiger Football.